Hey, my name is Allie. I am here to help the guitarist keep learning after camp. So, here's some advice and some tips and some tricks to keep you learning. Number one, find a guitar teacher, even if it's just for a few lessons. Get a solid foundation. Um, and a mentor or teacher can help you save tons of time and frustration. They can help you speed up your learning and help you know where to start and where to go next, which is often, I feel like, the hardest thing. So call your local music stores wherever you are. At Salt Lake, you have um, acoustic music, you have Guitar Czar, you have tons of stuff down there. So feel free to call those guys and see if they have any recommendations, but also ask your musician friends like Taya, like Hillary, see if they know um, anyone. I'm sure they do. I know a lot of teachers are also doing Zoom lessons right now as well to keep things safe and socially distanced. So, wherever you find a teacher, you can definitely still learn. So, related to that, when you're looking for a teacher, find a teacher that has a plan. You can ask them kind of what books they use or materials in their lessons and ask them how long they've been teaching for. And see if they can teach you these basic skills that I recommend, like open chords, strum patterns, how to read tablature, um, and make sure they give you songs that go along with all these things that you're learning to keep you motivated to practice. So, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later. But if you don't want to pay or find a teacher right now, you can also take an online guitar course. There's YouTube, which is great. Um, I recommend finding a beginning guitar course of some kind to get the basics down, but be aware of where you want to end up and what makes you excited to practice. So, this would be a good time to find out what style or genre you're most interested in the most. Say there's like finger style or finger picking guitar. There's classical, there's rock, there's jazz. So find out what you're excited to learn and or direction, and a teacher can definitely, or a course can help you zone that in. um, so to find online courses, there's teachers online on YouTube that often like teach you songs, but also have a separate course to teach you kind of this sequenced way of beginning guitar or anything like that. So say Marty Music or Justin Guitar, they're great teachers, but there's also like Swift Lessons is his name on YouTube, and even Mary Spender. I think she has like a finger picking course. Anyway, they're all great teachers, and what's awesome is you can pause, and if you're taking a minute to get something down, it's nice that you can pause. So there's definitely pros and cons to online learning versus um, in person or Zoom. So you definitely would get feedback. That I would say that's the one thing with finding a teacher. They can give you feedback instantly. Um, Versus online, you don't really get any feedback. You're just learning. So oftentimes when I'm teaching lessons, I can fix hand shapes, or like say you have a dead string and you don't know why. A teacher can point that out right there and save you time, versus an online course doesn't. So definitely some pros and cons to each. Just consider them and make it the choice that works for you. So once you have the basic foundation of chords and strum patterns, I recommend going to ultimateguitar.com to find any song you want. You can find tabs, you can find chords for just about anything out there. So an easy way just to do this period is just go to Google and let's search for "Let It Be" by the Beatles. And so that's what I would put into the search bar. "Let It Be" by the Beatles, chords. And then I would search, and then a few different versions would pop up. There's like usually version 3 or version 5. and they're all rated with stars. Like this is the 4.7 uh, version of Let It Be. So look through all those versions and find some are simplified, meaning they don't have as many chords, and maybe they're in a friendly key. Like the key of G is a good key to start in because you don't have the F chord, which is the worst, at least for beginners. So look through all these versions, and you might need a capo, which is a good tool to have as well. But just look through all these versions and find a version that fits your skill level. And this is also a time when it's nice to either have a friend that plays or find a teacher, because they don't necessarily tell you how to play or tell you when to change chords, but you can either play along with the record or you can find a friend or a teacher to help you know when to change. Okay, so this next spiel is how to stay excited about practice. How do you stay motivated to keep practicing? And I think one that is obvious for me is to find your instrument. Find an instrument that calls your name whenever you look at it. If you love the way it looks, the way it sounds, the way it feels, you'll be coerced into practicing even more. So you can buy used or go to a local shop. Just make sure you love it. So I keep this thing close right here. So this is a Martin 00017 Black Smoke. I love the way it sounds. I love the way it feels. I love the way it smells even. So this is an instrument I keep close. Whenever I see it, I just pick it up because I love it. And then my kind of under that is to get a guitar stand. Just find something that will keep your instrument safe and in eyesight and arm's length, right? So because I feel like sometimes taking the guitar out of the case is the hardest thing to do. So if you see it and if it's in arm's reach, you'll just play it way more often. So I have a Hercules guitar stand. It kind of has these in it. I love my Martin. I don't want it. Some of those stands will tip over if you like put them in wrong. So I like these Hercules guitar stands. They're a little bit more, but I really like them. They keep my guitar safe and they're pretty durable. So another way to stay excited about practice is find some songs, play some songs, find songs that you know and love to keep you motivated to keep practicing. That's if you know you have a good teacher, if they give you songs to practice alongside what you're learning. It's just play and sing. It's something that makes you a musician. So there you go. Also stay in touch with these music friends that you've made. Jam sessions and writing songs together is one of the funnest things about playing music. So I know some of my friends get together like on a Friday night and everyone just brings whatever they have. Like someone brings a djembe, someone brings a bass, someone brings a guitar, and then we go to ultimateguitar.com and then we search whatever song. It's like we trade songs, and then we look up the chords and we put it on the TV so everyone can see the chords, and then you just play these songs together, and it's so fun. So I don't know if that's possible for you right now, but see what you can do. That's a huge part to keep motivated, to keep practicing. Another thing is just to make some goals for yourself. Write these goals down, whether it's like, I want to play this song for my friends or my family at the end of this month, something like that, or I want to get the D chord down this week. Write them down. Find a dry erase board or a piece of paper and just stick it somewhere where you can see it. And if you make some sort of checklist or progress report to look at all these things you've accomplished, that can also help you keep motivated to practice. Just little wins along the way, just to be like, oh, I'm actually getting better. I'm learning. So that's a huge motivator to keep practicing. And then my last thing is to watch recorded concerts, watch live streams, or go watch some live music if there's some. Seeing others shred live is a huge motivator to me to keep practicing. Um, so I make an effort to watch any form of live music often. Make sure it's live because that's the real thing. But just just watch some music. I love Tommy Emmanuel. He's more of a just a guitar player, but anytime I watch him practice, he just seems like he's in the zone. He loves what he's doing, and he's practiced his ass off. So that's cool to see. Anyway, so that's my tips and my tricks to stay excited about practice. Um, Keep practicing out there. Everyone's learning music right now, which is so cool. So we're gonna have lots more bands and lots more music when things decide to normalize. So thank you. See you.